Okay guys, one of the products that we're going to be using today is 303 Fabric Guard. Now I will be testing out the Shield H2O later, but in this episode I'll be doing the enclosure using the Craftsman Garden Sprayer. It's a battery operated sprayer, works with gallon bottles, and it really helps on the application. Just make sure you turn it into a very fine spray or you'll go through that gallon really quick. Hello and welcome to episode 4, and this will be waterproofing. Now we're going to be doing two products over the next few days, and one of the things you have to do is when you do the enclosure, I like doing my waterproofing with the boat assembled and inflated, because when you're spraying the deck it really lays it out better. So what I do is I do the entire enclosure first, the seat, stuff like that. Then once that dries, I reassemble the boat and then put the skin back on, and then I waterproof the skin. That's how I do it. How you may want to do it. You may want to do it with the pieces separate or not. It's up to you guys. Now in this volume, guys, we're going to be using two products. 303 Fabric Guard, which for me has proven itself, and also we'll be trying a new one by Rust-Oleum. It's called Shield H2O. I've already found out that this little 11-ounce bottle is barely enough to do the enclosure on a sport. So if you're going to use Shield H2O, which is an upgrade from Never Wet, you're going to have to get a lot of it, okay? Now I buy my 303 Fabric Guard by the gallon. Yeah, it is pricey. You're looking at $80, but it'll do all 6 of my advanced frame kayaks, so no problem there. So what we're going to do, guys, is use this Craftsman Garden Sprayer. It's battery operated, and it really works well. I used to use the pump sprayers, but for $8 to buy this thing, it really worked. Just make sure when you're working with this thing, guys, that you clear it out, clean it to the bone. What I do is I put the hose into the pool and spray it up here and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, that Fabric Guard will dry, clog this up, throw it away. I know, because I just bought a new one. My mistake. I was waterproofing a tent and I didn't clean the gun, so that was my bad. Anyway, make sure that you put a tarp down, because there is overspray even if you were using a hand sprayer. So hey, why don't we get into this and get started. Okay guys, what we're going to do is I've set the nozzle for a very fine spray, and just kind of, you can see how easily this sprays the whole boat, and it's going to take minutes compared to a longer time using a hand sprayer. Now make sure you get it pretty well covered. You want this to aid in your drying time. Maybe putting out too much product here. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit more. Now, when you're working with this stuff, guys, it is slippery, so be careful with your footing. Now I'm going to spray the seat. Hi guys, now what I got to do is let that dry for 24 hours, and that's what I'm going to do. Hang up the seat and all that kind of stuff. Let this stuff set here, and we've got some storms coming in, so I won't be doing anything tomorrow. Then the Shield H2O extra bottle will be here on Monday, so I'll probably be finishing up volume 4 on Tuesday, and today is Saturday, so I'm going to take tomorrow off. And as you can see, it spreads really evenly. I don't know what the usage is. Let me see here. And checking on the spray usage here, I'm to here on this gallon, so it's going to be more than enough to do all the boats. So that's why I went with the gallon. Now what I'm going to do now is just clean this sprayer out, and hey, we'll continue and finish up the 1044, and then we'll wait until Tuesday to finish up the sport. Then I'll be showing you a comparison of the 303 Fabric Guard against the Shield H2O. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. Well, hey guys, today, you know, I took a couple days off, stuff like that. Well, anyway, today we're going to continue our waterproofing and hull protectant part. I do have the 1044 all back assembled again. You know, that's where I waterproofed the main bladder enclosure. Well, that's all been dried out now and all installed. So what we're going to do is use the 303 aerospace protectant. Now I use this on all my hulls. It doesn't matter what it is, if it's the Airvolution or an advanced frame. This is what I use on the hull. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to continue with the waterproofing of the polyester deck. So let's get into it. Now here guys, I use brand new microfiber cloths. I'm going to go ahead and add the protectant on now. And you can see I'm not shy with it. Now you also want to use your drop cloth on this. May have to get the other bottle out. I use this product quite a bit because it's really great for protecting the hull. So all I'm doing is just applying it in, and then I'll take the other cloth once it's had enough time to set up. I'll go ahead and dry it. This is some of the easy parts of your maintenance series, is putting on the protectant. You just walk down and spray it on. I got another bottle because this one's dying. Now I'm going to let this sit just for a couple minutes and let it haze up. And then I'm going to take the other microfiber cloth and wipe it down. Okay, that part's done. All right guys, it has had some time to haze up and it's all done. So I'm just going to take this to wipe off any excess and kind of add a little sheen. Remember, this is not a wax, this is just a protectant, and it's a UV protectant, which is cool. All I'm doing now is just wiping it to where it really kind of gets slick. This is a really, really great product to use, guys. And all you have to do is just kind of wipe it down, and you'll feel it. Over here it's draggy, and here it's fast. So I'm just wiping off the excess. Hi guys, that kind of finishes up the hull protectant part, and I always do that first before I do the waterproofing. Again, you always want to have a tarp underneath. So we're going to flip this and then prep for the waterproofing aspect. All right guys, we're getting ready to waterproof the polyester deck on the 1044. The same process that we used for the enclosure is the same thing I'm going to do for the deck. I just get it going. Now you want to make sure that your rigging is undone, and then if you have line crosses anywhere, kind of pick them up and then hit those spots. And that's got it. We're going to just let it dry, and then this boat will actually be 100% finished. So like I said guys, this one is finished. Once that new Shield H2O product gets here, and I'll be pump spraying that one on the polyester deck of the Sport. And I don't have high hopes for it, guys. I saw it already proven when I waterproofed the enclosure for the Sport and did the water test. I don't know, maybe it was my application process or something like that. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to leave this one out, and then once I get the Sport done, we're going to do a side-by-side water application process and see what happens. Don't know. So hey, we'll see you in a bit. Well, hey guys, we got the Shield H2O finally came in, so we're going to do the polyester decking on this one here. Same process as we did with the 303 fabric guard, make sure that your rigging is disconnected, and then basically just do an application. Only thing wrong, this is a pump sprayer, so it's going to take a little longer. Oh, this pump sprayer is not that good. Man, that's horrible. But I don't like the coverage on this, and that's why I use that garden sprayer. But that's okay. But let's get this all waterproofed. And the instructions don't say what the drying time should be. It just says give adequate drying time. I don't know what that means. So what we're going to do is apply the same. Come on. I'm going to give it the same drying time as I do for the 303, which is at least 12 hours. What the heck's the matter with this thing? I had to change the sprayer nozzle on that bottle that came because it just got ridiculously hard to pump. Now it's okay. I grabbed the one from the first bottle. But again, same thing holds true here. And we're almost done. Just make sure it's thoroughly covered and you'll be good to go. Alright guys, so what I did find out about the Shield H2O is that 2 of these 11-ounce bottles will do the entire sport. That includes the enclosure and the outer skin. So this boat is actually done. The AE 1044 DSXL is 100% finished. This one's done. This one, after it dries, will be done. Then we have the Expedition to waterproof. Everything else is done on the Expedition. I'm waiting on a part right now. It's due in today, so I should be able to finish up the Expedition. So what I'm going to do real quick is waterproof the seat on the Sport. Well, guys, this kind of wraps it up for Volume 4, waterproofing and hull protection. Again, we used 2 different products for the waterproofing. We used Shield H2O. And we used 303 fabric guard. Now, as you can see here in this video on the enclosure of the Shield H2O, you can see that it started soaking in right on the nose. It doesn't waterproof as good as the 303 fabric guard. I like the fabric guard stuff, as you can see here. This was done yesterday, and I've already used the 303 on this particular boat, and I used it last season, and it lasted the entire season. Right at the end, actually the season was over. I was about 2 months out of season, and right here started to show some water absorption. So it lasted basically the entire season, and I had this boat on the water a lot. So anyway, guys, we're going to finish up real quick here. Like I said, I got the seat to do. I'm going to knock that out. We have a special treat for you on Volume 5, which is inflation, deflation, and folding. So, hey, we'll see you on that one.